Ahora sí va en serio. Ahora es seguro. Tic-tac, tic-tac, tic-tac. Empezamos.
Oh my God, man. Get that off the screen. Yes, people, welcome back to the final countdown. It is the Enzo Fernandez final 90 minutes live with me, your host of the LB show. It's LB. Yeah, lads, we got 90 minutes to go. Well, actually, less than that because obviously late B, you know how it be. We are live. We might get some news. We might get no news. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how it's going to go. But yeah, Manchester City have until 5 p.m. today to submit a bid of £120 million. That is the requested fee from Chelsea Football Club. Otherwise, apparently, according to Chelsea, the deal is over. I'm not too sure whether that's the case. And listen, I don't think City have to fully get the deal done. I feel like we just got to get something in there to suggest that we're willing to meet the fee or at least get close. Because I still don't even know we'll necessarily need to hit that 120. You know, I think if you get close to it, 110, 115, are Chelsea really going to say no to that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not 100% sure on that. So we will see. So we've got a lot of stuff to discuss. We've got over an hour before the deadline hits. However, I don't expect City to leave this up until 5 p.m. Do you know what I mean? I don't think City are going to wait until 5 p.m. to submit the bid. I'm pretty sure City are going to, like, if City want him and City are, like, pretty confident that we are going to hit him, then I'm pretty sure that we'll get that bid in, well, a little bit sooner than that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know. Exactly. Flaw says, I agree. This is a bit of a scare tactic from Chelsea to try and get us to pay up. It's not often that you actually get deadlines set. You know what I mean? Because I think the problem is with deadlines, I think you force yourself. I think you force yourself into a bit of a corner whenever you set ultimatums and like factual sort of like deadlines and shit like that. I actually don't think that puts you. You think you put yourself in a position of strength, right? But I actually think you show a little bit of weakness because. Like, what about if City put in £120 million bid at 6 p.m? You tell me they're not going to accept that at 6 p.m. or like tomorrow? Of course they're going to accept it. So I don't actually think really setting deadlines always works. Sometimes you have to set a deadline or you have to set a price or something like that, right? But I don't know, man. I feel like, well, that obviously we have to see how it plays out. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, I don't always think that is necessarily a position of strength. It appears to be when you first say it, like, this is the deadline, this is the price. If you don't meet it, if you don't pay it, then it's over. All right. Yeah, Naz, I agree. I did say that. 100%, bro. Yeah, but it wouldn't have been today. It would have been a lot longer. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he cares if he leaves or not. That's why. Make sure you guys are letting me know in it. If you guys see any bombers, let me know and I can get the thing up. But yeah, let me know if you see any bombers online as well. Big up Pulpy, man. Big up Dom. He says, I really want Enzo to be a class to get at least 20 G8 in the Premier League. You know what? Should we have a look at some of them? We've not even looked, have we? Should we have a look? I don't even think I've checked this once. Enzo Fernandez, GA and stuff. We can let him do a little bit of doxing. We'll check his GA. We'll check his injury history. Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look at Enzo Fernandez. Smash these likes up as well, guys. 800 people locked in. Let's get the likes up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you do. Right, let's have a look then. So last year, let me zoom in a bit so you guys can see this better. So he played, well, that's a lot of minutes, by the way. A lot of minutes. 4,300 minutes, 54 games, 15 goals, 7 assists. Decent return in terms of numbers. Let's have a look what that is per 90 minutes. 4,379 divided by 23. 190 minutes per GA. That is impressive. That is impressive for a midfielder. That is pretty good. Let's have a look. Did he get any like big goals or did he farm? Barcelona assist, Napoli goal, PSG goal. Got some big goals, man. Big goals. Let's have a look at the Premier League. Goal against us. Oh, I remember that goal. Yeah. Aston Villa assist, Liverpool goal, Tottenham goal. All right, so some pretty decent numbers there. That's pretty good numbers. That's pretty good numbers. That's actually pretty impressive, to be honest with you. Let's go to the year before. What did he do the year before? Okay, so again, over 4,000 minutes. So two seasons in a row, 4,000. 9 goals, 17 assists. Again, that's pretty impressive. What's that? 26. 4018 divided by 26. 154 minutes per goal involvement. Again, very impressive. Obviously, you do have the Club World Cup tax in there. Yeah, you do have the Club World Cup there. You got 3 assists against FC Noah. All right, yeah, you've got some Conference League tax and Club World Cup tax. Fairs. Bear that in mind. But yeah, you got that there. Assist against Arsenal, goal against Villa, goal against Spurs. Get some big goals. Another goal Villa, another goal Spurs, goal Liverpool. Some big games. All right. Again, impressive, but caveated with a lot of tax in there for the lesser competition. Okay, his first season at Chelsea, no European football, 7 goals, 4 assists, but obviously 1,000 minutes dropped there because they obviously have no European competition. So 309.3 divided by 11, 281. So not great that year, but I think that was his first season, though. Was that his first season? Oh, that was his first proper season. Okay. All right, okay. Should check Argentina. I think they're pretty good. Let's check Argentina. 49 games, 8 goals. World Cup. Let's go to World Cup. Let's start at the top. World Cup here. 2 goals. 1 against Egypt, 1 against England. Should have been saved, by the way. Should have been saved. This should have been saved. Should have been saved. Pickford. Should have saved it, bro. Should have saved it. L goalkeeper. Goal against Egypt. All right, okay. Got sent off, did he? Yeah, got sent off in the final. Poor. Reckless Enzo. Reckless. All right, okay. Well, there's only so much we can look at there. Let's have a look at his injury history. How old is he? 25. All right, so 25 years old. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 injuries, but one of them he was ill. So he's had 6 injuries, 2 unknown, 1 groin, out for over a month, a knock, a week, missed a game. Then he had 2 knee problems. So that's something to focus on in the medical. But it's only minor. It's only minor. It's not something too serious. But they're quite close together. Although, having said that, that was back end of last year. And he's not had an injury again on his knee, so it's probably fine. I can't lie, lads. The doxing is ticking the boxes. Here. I know, Aaron, but there's nothing we can do about that, bruv. As fans, there's nothing that we can do about that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we can say that we don't want him because of what he's done. We can say that he's a knob. You can do whatever you want, but as a fan, like, we say what we say. We give our opinions on him, and now it's like, what are we meant to do? We've got to talk about the football side. We have to, because otherwise, what's the point, innit? We have to talk about the football side. We've already spoke about that bare times. Convinced? I'm not convinced, but I'm a lot less against it than some people are. A lot less against it than some people are. Like, some people just, like, obviously you've got the people that just don't want him, right, because of what he's done, right? Fair dues, yeah. And then you've got the people who are like, okay, I'll put that to one side. Let me just focus on the footballing side to one second. And then there's people who just don't rate him, who just think he's shit. I don't think he's shit. I don't think he's that. I think he's a good player. Now, is he 120 million? No, but who is worth 120 million? I think there's a player in there. I really do. I think there's a player in there. Now, I'm not sure. I'm not guaranteeing you that he's going to come in and slam it. Yeah, but I think he's a lot more suited to this team than Reinders. A lot more suited. Yep, Steve, I don't disagree with this, bruv. Honestly, I don't disagree. I don't disagree that what's one of my main one of my main problems with Enzo Fernandez is consistency. That's one of my main problems with Enzo Fernandez is consistency. Is when I watch him, sometimes he looks awful. And sometimes he looks mint. Not awful. Ghosts. That's not the right way to describe it. He ghosts. Now, that's not a good thing, obviously. Right? But if you bring him into City, could you potentially get him to lock in and become more consistent? Maybe. I don't know. Not guaranteed. But I seen him a couple of times last year and he looked good, bro. We don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm less against it than a lot of other people. A lot against it. Yeah, but Brad, I don't disagree on this point. I don't disagree on this point. I still think this is factually correct. I think Enzo Fernandez is still one of the most expensive failed signings ever. Because he never lived up. What did Chelsea pay for him? 120 million? What did Chelsea buy him for? 120 million. So yeah, he did fail at Chelsea. 100%. You're telling me that he succeeded? Of course he failed. He failed to live up to the expectations and failed to live up to the price tag. Right? But we're not buying what Chelsea bought. And Enzo Fernandez that we're buying is different to the Enzo Fernandez that Chelsea bought. I stay by this. We're buying a player, bro, that failed to live up to his hype and expectation. Yes, we are. Yes. Of course we are. Of course. Yeah, I'm not blaming Enzo for his thing. 15 goals as a midfielder last year in a garbage Chelsea team is crazy good when you think about it. It is, however, Reinders got like 7 or 8 goals for City last year. So we need more than that. We need more than goals. We need more than GA. The GA is decent. The numbers that I've just pulled up on screen, they are decent numbers. They're very impressive. 160 minutes per goal involvement for a midfielder is very good, right? But as with Reinders, if this guy doesn't get stuck in and goes missing, he's gonna end up like Reinders, benched and probably kicked out because you can't have that. So yes, the GA is good, and yes, you would need that GA, just like we needed Reinders GA. But football's not just about GA. Like you've got to pass the eye test. You've got to get involved. You can't be ghosting in games. If you ghost in a game as a midfielder, but get me 10, 12 goals a season, that's not really helpful. I need players getting involved, active, winning duels. Do you know what I'm saying? You want me to data MB it? I mean, we've got time, so I might as well. I've not done this, by the way, before. So, I don't know what it's going to... I genuinely have not done this. Let's have a look. Enzo. Why is it not coming up? Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez, yeah? Oh. Well, that's very different. Which one's Reinders? Reinders is purple. Bro, look at those duels. Yo! Yo, what the hell, man? Nah, the data's corrupted. Bro, the data's corrupt. The data's corrupt, boys. It cannot be true. It can't be true. Data corrupt. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's focus on the positives here. Much more progressive passes. Good for Haaland. 3 balls. Key passes, a lot higher. Yeah, passes the ball. He doesn't actually make as many of his passes forward. Okay. A lot more forward. What's that then? Forward passes are better than right. Yeah, explain this to me then, chat. Enzo Fernandez is a lot more than Reinders on forward passes. Is that completion rate? Forward passes completed, maybe? What do you reckon that is? What do you reckon the difference is? Yeah, so he plays more passes forward, but slightly. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. If he's maybe he plays more riskier passes, then maybe that makes sense. He plays more passes forward, more riskier passes forward. So he's got a lesser, like Kevin De Bruyne, I suppose. Not comparing him to Kevin De Bruyne. I'm just saying Kevin De Bruyne used to have a bad pass percentage completion. Maybe that's it. All right, okay, carrying, cool. Yeah, that's not ideal, really, is it? I would have liked to. It didn't need to be that low either. If it was just a little bit higher, like say it was like here and there, I back that. Bruh. Is this legit? Wharton. Wow. Wow. So he does win the ball back, but never plays the ball forward. Or does, but has a really bad percentage. Yeah. I'm going to stop looking at that, bro, because I can't lie. That's that ain't making me very happy, boys. I'm not going to lie. You. Why is it so low? Why are you buying another player that can't put a tackle in, man? Yo, let's bring up the other stats. Yeah, we'll pick and choose the stats. Chat, we have to pick and choose. Where was that stats from before? Where was the stats? Share screen. No, share image. Share image. Image file. Duels. Yeah, let's look at this one, chat. This one's better, isn't it? Yo, this one's better to look at. This one's more easy to look at. Yeah, because this one makes it look like he's well better than Reinders, but the other thing making it look like he's not better. So what's all that about? I told you, man, corrupted stats, corrupted data. Yeah, fuck knows. Who knows? Yeah, there's no point in checking Camavinga. There's literally no point in checking Camavinga because he don't want to leave, man. He don't even want to be. He don't want to leave. Ricardo says Man City transforming into a thug club. Can't be out as Enzo purchase will destroy City rep and finances. I don't think it's going to destroy the finances because we're selling Rodri for 60, 70 million. That's straight profit because we paid him off. That's straight profit. They're talking 85 million quid, Ricardo, for Savio. Let's say we get 70. That's about 50 million of straight profit. So those two players alone pay for Enzo Fernandez. And who we buying on top of that? Anderson. Cool. Well, we're allowed to buy players. We don't have to sell to buy. And then Biwadi. Right? And then maybe a winger who we're going to obviously sell a couple of. And I don't think the finances are going to be. I don't think the finances are going to be stretched. We've sold James Trafford. We probably got about 25 mil straight profit there. We got a player on a free transfer. Wage bills come down because we're getting rid of Rodri. We're getting rid of Bernardo Silva. Who else? Trafford would have been on more than this guy, Rulett. I feel like finances are fine. The finances are fine. Rep, that's a personal perspective. Everyone has their own different opinions or something. What do they say? Beauty is the eye in the beholder, breath. Yeah, Ricardo. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, bro, at the end of the day, yeah, you might think something's ugly, but I might think something's nice. I might think something's ugly, and you might think something's nice. So, reputation, park that to one side because that's an individual view. Finances, I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right, man. Has there ever been a player who loses his national side the World Cup final and then gets a record move to another club? Yeah, I don't know about that one, bro. Probably not, man. Nah, I get it. I get it, Tom. I get it. I've spoke about it loads. There's only so much I can say about that, innit? And at the end of the day, if the club sign him, what are we meant to do, bro? You know what I'm saying? If the club sign him, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? Us not letting Rodri leave because Barcelona won't meet our valuation while simultaneously not meeting Chelsea's valuation for the players is such Carltoonism. The thing is, bro, I think we'll sell him. I think we'll give in. All right, so I was having this conversation. I'll come to these chats in a sec, yeah? Big up Brandon, big up Flaws, big up Sky Blue, Kieran and Dylan, yeah? I've got a myth star, don't worry. Right, I was having this conversation with a mate before, yeah? He's American, right? I was having this conversation with him about the whole Rodri thing, right? And he was saying he would just refuse to sell Rodri. And I said, okay, that's cool, right? But if you refuse to sell Rodri, you have to make a decision on whether you're buying Buadi now or Enzo Fernandez now. Now, if you buy Buadi, and not because you can't have them all, you got way too many players, right? If you buy Buadi and leave Enzo Fernandez, what have you got there? You've got Buadi learning off Rodri for a year, mint. You've still got Rodri, mint, yeah? However, I actually think that leaves you a little bit unbalanced. I think that leaves you a little bit unbalanced in the attacking midfield area because you've got Rodri, Buadi, Anderson, Kovacic, and then you've got Foden and Cherki. Foden, we have no idea what he's going to be like this year. I personally haven't been that impressed with him in pre-season so far. I know some of you guys have. Anyway, part that to one side. We still don't have, whatever your views are on pre-season, we still don't know whether Foden's going to be good or not this year. That leaves you Cherki. One player. That's not a lot. And we don't even know whether what Cherki's going to be like for a full season starting game in, game out midfield. We've never seen it before. I think it's going to be good, but we have no idea. So I actually think that... So, okay, so what could you do? So you don't have to buy Buadi now. You could say, Buadi, we're coming back next summer. Let's go get Enzo Fernandez. You sign Enzo Fernandez. You keep Rodri. You force him to stay. Okay, mint. That probably leaves you more balanced. However, Rodri then goes next year to Barcelona. Real Madrid tap up Buadi. Buadi goes Real Madrid. And he turns into the next Rodri. That's a risk. So if you keep Rodri and force him to stay, for me, you have to win the Prem or Champions League. Otherwise, it's a failure. A massive failure. Especially if Buadi then goes to another club. That's the risk, by the way. Again, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that's a risk that could happen here. That's a risk. Now, you flip it on the other side. You get Enzo in. You get Buadi in. You've got long-term midfield solidified. It's balanced. Yeah? Risk. You've not got Rodri. Buadi's bare young. And you might not win anything this year. However, you're set then for future. So, you know, you've got to pick your poison. You've got to pick your poison because you can't have Rodri, buy Enzo, and buy Buadi. That's not going to happen. So you've got to pick which one you'd rather have. You keep Rodri, buy Enzo, but then risk losing Buadi, but your team's balanced. You keep Rodri, you buy Buadi because you don't want him to go anywhere else because you think he's the next Rodri. But then that leaves your squad unbalanced, in my opinion. Or you let Rodri go, you get Enzo, you get Buadi. Squad's balanced. It's set for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years, but you've not got Rodri. And, you know, for me, I just don't think you've got any chance of winning the Champions League this year without Rodri because there's too much gone in that midfield. So it's a pick your poison. It's a pick your poison. You know, like, I just don't think that we're in a particularly, like, amazing situation in terms of we can just eat our cake and eat it, you know, have the cake and eat it. Like, you know what I mean? We've got to pick a risk. You got to pick our risk. And listen, there's 1.3k people in the building. Yeah, smash the likes up. A lot of people have different views. A lot of people have different views on what to do. I might do a poll in the chat. Let me do these chats, yeah? How long's left, by the way? 1 hour! 1 hour remaining. 1 hour remaining. 1 hour remaining. Let me do these chats and I'll do a poll in the chat and see what you guys are saying. And I'll tell you what I'd probably do. Big up Brandon. He said, LB, do you really think Enzo is the guy that can come off the bench and score? Or is it the guy to pull off a defender? off Haaland and open the game. Well, first of all, I don't think Enzo Fernandez is going to be on the bench. Am I blurred, by the way, chat? There we go. Is that better? I feel like a little blurry. Am I all right, yeah? Or blurry or no? Am I all right, yeah? Yeah, so first of all, I don't think Enzo Fernandez is going to be a bench player. No chance. I think he's going to be playing. I think it'd be Bewadi who's benched. I think Enzo Fernandez will box crash, get involved. I think he'd get involved in the game more than Reinders. Show for the ball more than Reinders. Get goals. I think he'll probably score more than Reinders. The question is, does he? Can he win duels? Can he win the ball back? Can he make interceptions? Can he be consistent? The consistency thing for me is the biggest thing with Enzo Fernandez. I need to see him be more consistent. Big up Brandon, big up Flaws says, we have to remember he plays very advanced, so he should be expected to get good returns. And is that the profile we need if we lose Rodri? He's not a Rodri replacement, though, is he, Flaws? Bewadi is the Rodri replacement. Bewadi is the CDM. Enzo Fernandez is not a CDM. Enzo Fernandez, like you say, for me, is probably like, I'd say, yeah, like probably an 8. Maybe not a box-to-box 8, maybe more slightly of an advanced 8. Yeah, he probably played that 10 position as well. But he's not the Rodri replacement. Bewadi is the Rodri replacement. Who's dropped? I don't think we play a CDM, Flaws. Well, I don't know. I think he plays Anderson and Enzo Fernandez. I don't think Bewadi starts. You can't buy Enzo Fernandez for 120 million and put him on the bench. That is absolutely ridiculous. No way is that happening. Same with Anderson. And if you think about how we've been playing in pre-season, we've had 3 defenders and then 2 in front. Unless, let me bring up the lineup predictor. Let me bring up this. Let's try and work this out, yeah? Big up Flaws, right? Let me get this up on the screen. What about, yeah? Bewadi could be right back invert. But that means we've got 4 fullbacks. 4 for 1 role. For 1 position. 4. Because we've got Aït-Nouri, O'Reilly, Nunes, and Bewadi for 1 position. Because only 1 will play. Right, so let me just whack this in here rapid, yeah? This is irrelevant. Ignore this. That can be gay. It's irrelevant, yeah? Right, so you got your back 3. This is pre-season, yeah? You got your back 3. So Anderson's going to be playing. And we know Enzo Fernandez is going to be playing. So does he go like that? And then have like Haaland. You guys can see this, yeah? You guys can see this. Right, you got Doku. Obviously, like, he needs to get fit in that. Don't want him to get injured straight away. And then you've got your Semenyo, your front 3, right? Foden will defo start the season in the team, whether you like it or not. Again, not the debate. So, could it be like that? And then this could be Bewadi, maybe? Let's try and figure out a way. He goes there. Because if you think about it, that's basically what we've done in pre-season. Who was this in pre-season? Reinders. This has been Reinders, isn't it, really? You got your back 3. You got your 2 sort of defensive players. Or he does that. And then this is Turkey. Yeah? Because I can't be asked fucking changing it around, yeah? That's Turkey. He could do that. Because there's no way these 2 players don't play. These 2 players definitely play. Definitely play. definitely play. I don't think he'll do that in like any difficult game. No chance. I think you're asking for trouble. So maybe it is that. Maybe it's that. Maybe that's how he sets up then. Maybe Buwadi is going to be the right back, and that's why we're not buying a right back. But then you've got four. You're going to have slight issues with numbers because then you've got 4 players for one position. But I suppose O'Reilly could get some midfield minutes. O'Reilly could come in for Buwadi. He could come in for an Anderson. Nunes could come in for Buwadi, I suppose. Maybe he could play that. I don't know if you want to see Nunes up that high. Nori could probably play left wing if you wanted to in the lesser games, Carabao Cup, FA Cup early rounds, etc. O'Reilly has to play. But how do you get him in the team, though? How do you get O'Reilly in the team, Andrew? Bro, I think O'Reilly's been City's best player for the last 18 months. Right? Cool. Now I've said that, how do you get him in the team? Drop Buwadi. Yeah, but Flaws, that's not going to happen, is it? We're not going to drop an £80 million signing to put Buwadi in. Chat, this is what I think he's going to do at the start of the season. Yeah, obviously, if it was me, I wouldn't have Foden in there. It would be Cherky, in my opinion. But I'm trying to work out what he's going to do, not what I do. I'm not the manager. I'm trying to work out what he's going to do based on what I've seen in pre-season. Cherky would be in for Foden, but he's going to start Foden. Foden will start against Arsenal. Foden will start the first game of the season against Bournemouth. 100%. Nico O'Reilly will have to change his role to inverted LB next to Anderson. Yeah, I think he could do that, potentially. But then does Buwadi not play then? You drop Buwadi. Who drops out, JS? This is what I'm saying. Because of what we've seen, yeah, in the pre-season of how he's setting up with the 3 at the back. I said this about Nunes on the stream the other day. I said, I think Nunes could struggle to get minutes this season. Someone's going to struggle getting minutes this season who's been a regular starter. If this back 3 thing that he's been playing in pre-season is legit. Now, it might not be legit. He might just done it in pre-season because he wanted to do it in pre-season. And then when the season starts, he doesn't actually do it. And he goes back to our back 4, traditional back 4, right? But if Maresca starts the season like he's been playing in pre-season, one of either Nunes or O'Reilly, unless they're moved into a different position, is going to miss out. It's undeniable. It's undeniable. And this is why the other day, when I was having that conversation with whoever it was, I said, it wouldn't surprise me if you don't really see much of Nunes this year. And everyone was like, what? He's been our best fucking player. I was like, it's irrelevant. Find a way to get in the team, bro. If you're signing Enzo, Buwadi, and Anderson, and he's playing a back 3, only one of them's going to play. And by the way, yeah, bro, I've got Buwadi playing right back, so it's even worse for Nunes in this situation. If Buwadi isn't a right back and Buwadi's a midfielder, then one, fuck knows what's going to happen. Yeah, because someone else has got to drop out. That just creates an whole new confusion. What would I do? Well, what I'd do is I'd play Cherky in this position. I would at some point want to see Doku here, Semenyo here, just to see if it's better. If it's not better, cool. But yeah, I'd stick with that for now. What would I do? What would I do? I mean, is that Nobbins is going to have a fit, mate? And I see Nobbins now looking at that and going, out of possession, disgusting, innit? Let me send a screenshot to Nobbins and say, rate the out of possession front line. I'm going to send it him right now. What do you reckon he's going to say, chat? Rate this out. Rate the out of possession out of 10. He's gonna have a stroke, mate. He ain't gonna like that. That's disgusting. He'll block you. Why is Diaz there? Because I want Diaz to start this season and give him one more chance to fucking get back to his top levels. Otherwise, he's dropped and Gay's coming in, bro. Where, Flaws? Where? Who am I dropping out of this team to get O'Reilly in? I'm only going off the signings and what he's done. Bench Biwadi. Yeah, I mean, you could, if you want to do that, yeah, I mean, that's cool. The only reason I've not done it is because I'm assuming we're not spending 80 million quid on Biwadi to drop him, to put him on a bench. So, yeah, you could have O'Reilly if you wanted. Starts left back, inverts into midfield. Yeah, you could do that. The point, the only point I'm making here is, fucking, are you going to sign Biwadi for 70, 80 million and stick him on the bench? Bit weird, isn't it? But then you could say, is it not weird, bro, to drop your best player over the last 18 months? Yeah, it's equally weird. If not weirder. I don't know. Footnose. I think it's a bit confusing. Gay in. Bro, I'd give Diaz 5 games, and if he gets back to his treble year levels, then fairs, I'd send him. But if he doesn't, I'd drop him and put Gay in. Anyway, sorry, let me have a look at some of these chats, man. Big up Flaws, man. That was a good topic, bro. Big up New York Sky Blue. He says, I'm a root against a City player for the first time in my life if we get him. Now I know how you Foden haters feel. Enzo out, yeah? Is that who you are, bro? Just make sure you put Enzo F so I get, because otherwise I get confused, innit? If you're saying Enzo out, I might think you're on about the manager. Nah, big up to you, man. Nobbins has responded, chat. Nobbins has responded. What's he said? What's he said? His message is, I want to kill myself. Fuck it. Yeah. Big up Kieran. Tired of this talk about Enzo's character. We stood by Joey Barton for years and he had a rap sheet as long as Fred West. Yeah, Joey Barton was a fucking problem. Hey, I've got I don't know where it is yet, but my dad got me this has got to be like one in a million. A signed Usman Darbo shirt, bro. Can you believe that? I don't know where it is, man. Like, Dad, if you're watching, message me. Where's the Darbo kit? Where is it? A signed Usman Darbo kit, bro. How much is that worth, man? It's probably worth now. It's probably worth quite a lot now. Joey Barton's fucking in the media every week, isn't it? He's in the media every week. Usman Darbo stock's gone up. Yeah, honestly, I got it somewhere. I need to find it. Yeah, Darbo got debts off him, man. Did he, is that the same guy that Barton put a fucking cigarette in his face or something? Is that the same guy? Or a different guy? I don't know. There's been so many with Joey Barton. I have no idea. Is that the same guy? Joey Barton got a cigarette and put it in his face. I think it might be. Not sure. Fucking ages ago now, anyway. I can't remember who that was. Jamie Tandy. Oh. All right, so it wasn't him. Yeah, I was going to say, there's been so many that Joey Barton's punched off, fucking done whatever. Big up Dylan says, I know it's still early days, but apparently he's done it more times than once. Barton done it to more than one person. So he just goes around shoving cigarettes in people's face, then, does he? I know it's still early days, but if Maresca so much as thinks as about not having Cherky in the starting 11, my Maresca out agenda is going to be nasty, bro. Well, I'm telling you now, Cherky, I don't think Cherky starts the season in the team. Nah. I don't think he starts against Arsenal. I'd be surprised if he starts against Bournemouth. I think match day 2, match day 3, match day 4, you might start seeing him start. But I'd just be surprised, bro. When did he come back to training? Yesterday. So you could have 2 days training and play against Arsenal. Nah, no way. Maybe next week, to be fair. That's a full week of training. But he's not had a pre-season. So yes, he's been in training for a week. But that's not had a pre-season, has he? Stayed up till 4 a.m. watching 1 hour, 50 minutes of City Open training. Am I cooked? Probably, yeah. Anyway, Anderson looked good. Winning the ball and passing was nice. Marmoush, though, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. Yeah, there's no point in speaking about Moo. Everyone has the same opinion. Minute in front of goal. Everything else, not amazing. At least you watched it, bro. I was in the fucking doctors at the time of this. I didn't even see it. I was in the doctors at 4 o'clock. So I didn't even see it, bro. I didn't even get to see it. I didn't even get to watch it online or anything. I was in the doctors at 4. But you know what I mean? I had to go, man. I couldn't wait any longer. Nah, big up to you, man. Let me just have a quick look to see if there's any more news on this Enzo Fernandez. We are now 40 minutes away from the deadline set by Chelsea at 5 p.m. Nah, no news yet, chat. No more news. We're still waiting. 40 minutes to go on this deadline. Nothing, yeah, nothing there, boys. Nothing there. Justice for Cherky. LB, why are we talking like we've already signed Enzo? I think Chelsea will stand by their words. Well, I mean, we've not signed him, and we might not sign him. But I think if Miguel Delaney and all those guys were saying that City were at 105 and Chelsea want 120, I just think that's close. I think that's just pretty close to bridge. That's not too far away. You know, we go up, they come. If we go up 5, they come down 5 or 6 or whatever. Like we're so close. We're so close, man. That I think it happens. But maybe City are firm. Chelsea are firm on 120. Maybe City are firm on 105, and it doesn't get done. We don't know. It might not get done, bro. It might not get done. LB, didn't Maresca like playing inverted fullbacks? That's Nico O'Reilly. He did, yeah. But it could also be Biwadi. And he's got better players at City, you know. Just because he played like that at Chelsea don't necessarily mean he's going to play like that at City, does it? Like, we've seen Pep Guardiola play loads of different systems at City. There's no guarantee that Maresca's going to play the same system that he did at Chelsea at City. He might play something different. We'll have to see. But if we sign Biwadi, Enzo and Anderson, someone's missing out. Nunes, O'Reilly or Biwadi. One of them's missing out. Savio's agents in London, LB, says safe. Yeah, that one looks like it's not too far away. And on that particular point, safe, yeah, we should be seeing some rumours about who City want to replace him soon. Again, how long's left in the window now? 2 weeks, 3 days. 2 weeks, 3 days until the end of the window. So we should be getting some rumours soon about who City want to replace Savio. Yeah. Savio's agent has been in London since last year. Ricky Bobby Perez says, LB, we have to buy Enzo if we don't start buying world-class players. I don't see Haaland staying if we keep buying projects. Yeah, I wouldn't say Enzo's a world-class player. Yeah, I wouldn't say Enzo's a world-class player, though, bro. I don't think anyone would say Enzo's a world-class player. I think he needs to become a lot better and a lot more consistent. I think he has potential to become an elite-level player. World-class, does he have it in his locker? I'm not so sure he does. But I think he has potential to become a very, very good midfielder. A very good midfielder. But he needs to be more consistent. But he ain't world-class, bro. I actually disagree. This is a controversial take, bro. Controversial take here, guys, by Trix. He says, I actually disagree, LB. There's a very high chance Maresca plays Enzo as a 10 over Cherky and Foden. That's the main issue buying him. So do you think then that Foden and Cherky are going to be mainly used as wingers, bro? Do you think them two are mainly going to be used as wingers? And that's why we've not been linked with a winger? Right, a lot of people agree with you, bro. Let me have a look who agrees with you in the chat. Mateus agrees. Harry agrees. Spicy Potato agrees. Kenny agrees. So what are you saying then? Cherky and Foden, are they going to be used as wingers? Backup wingers, backup 10s. So Foden and Cherky are both going to be bench players. Is that what we're saying here? Foden and Cherky are bench, yeah? Yeah, that's what it's saying. Well, that's an out there opinion, man. I don't think that would have been the initial plan, but with the dead winger market, we might have to. He might be onto something, man. I think he's going to play 2 10s, bro. Like this. I think he's going to do something like that. But maybe Cherky's Foden, maybe whatever. But I think something like that, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Trixie's right. But if we would have said last season that Foden and Cherky both going to be on the bench next year, that would have been a hot take. I mean, I still think it's a pretty hot take by Trix there now, to be fair. But quite a lot of people in the chat agree. Do you know what I mean? Do you think there's much in the Rico pre-season thing? Nah. I don't see it. Maybe he'll stay. Maybe he'll stay around the squad. I mean, I think we need English players anyway, people saying. But I don't think so. I don't think he's going to be like in there, you know what I mean? You're waiting for the chat to spam Bomber, says Insect. Yeah, me too, man. That's how I find out about news, is when the chat spam Bomber. But then they do it too much sometimes. It's like not really Bomber news. Yeah, I think he does, Riggs. I think he does. I think you buy him. I don't know how much. The latest news is that 85 mil. That ain't right, that. There's no way we're selling him for 85 million. No way. Nah, fake bombers, man. Fake bombers. Fake bombers. Let me have a look at some of these chats, man. Shout out Tricks. Me up to says, so Cherky benched, Enzo and Cherky off the ball. Lol. Yeah. Lol. I don't think that's going to be it. That ain't going to be it. That can't be it. That's not right, that. I don't know. I don't know what he does. Fuck knows. We'll have to wait and see. That ain't it. Facts. That off the ball's disgusting there. Big up Mohammed. He says, I have a horrible feeling Enzo will play over Cherky. You're not the only one. Trixie said it as well. Quite a lot of people in the chat saying it as well, bro. But we know he's playing. It's like Buadi, yeah? Maybe we sign Buadi and bench him. Maybe. I don't think we are going to, because it's still a lot of money. But maybe you could get away with it. He's 70 million quid, right? Even though I still think that's pretty crazy. But Enzo, you're not buying Enzo and benching him. Oh, one sec, chat, yeah. 1 second, chat.
Fuck, man. What the fuck? Let me call you back. 1 second. Fuck. Fuck's sake, man. De Bruyne. Fuck you. De Bruyne, man. What the flip, man? I want to hear this guy. I knew he was going to score, man. This guy's inevitable. Oh, shit. Fuck! Fuck! What the fuck, man?
Sorry, chat. I needed to fucking use the nose spray. My nose was congested. LB tagged me in a lineup on Twitter, yeah? It won't work, bro. It ain't gonna work. It never works, bro. Oh, it is working. It did work. Let's have a look at this. Nah, fake news. This is fake news. This ain't gonna happen, bro. This ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna happen. You think we're buying Enzo Fernandez for 120 million and benching him? You think we're buying a player for 120 million pounds and benching him? No chance. Not a chance, bro. No way. You have to have Anderson in the team. You have to have Enzo Fernandez in the team. Otherwise, it's not a serious prediction. It's not serious. If you want to try and work out what might happen, you have to have both of those players in the side. Otherwise, it's not a serious lineup, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe Enzo instead of Biladi. Maybe. But I still think Biladi's going to play. But yeah, maybe. What happens if Rodri does stay? How does that lineup look like? I don't think it's even going to happen, bro. Finn, I think it's dead. But let's just assume it does happen. I don't think we sign Biladi. I think Biladi's on hold, me. I think Biladi's on hold until Rodri goes. You notice how Us was talking about it's stalled. Why is it stalled? Everything's been agreed, bro, apart from the fee. Like, City will pay the fee. I think Biladi only joins if Rodri leaves. So I think he stays. I think he stays. I think he goes, and then we get Biladi. How long we got left? 30 minutes left. 30 minutes remaining, chat, for Manchester City to put in a £120 million bid for Enzo Fernandez.
Ahora sí va, en serio. Ahora es seguro. Tic-tac, tic-tac, tic-tac. Empezamos.
Let me check the latest. There's no news. Still no news. Half an hour to go. It's mad. Isn't it mad? Because, like, we kind of know that a bid's going in. Well, you'd imagine that bid's going in. Like, we're waiting for the bid. I don't think this ever happened before. I don't think I've ever been live, like, knowing that a bid's probably going to go in. Enzo will play double in the middle with Anderson and Biladi right back. Biladi will move to midfield, play as a 6, just like John Stones did in the treble season. Enzo will move forward, says Lucas. Yeah, maybe. That could happen for sure, bro. Sorry, chat. My chest is still cooked. We don't LB. There won't be a bid. I just think we're so close. I can't see it not happening. Given how close we are. Feels like we're on plane watch. Yeah, it does, bro, doesn't it? It defo does. Enzo overrated. How are we paying more for him than Chelsea did? Props inflation, bro. Oi, Thick Chungus! Oi, where you been, bruh? Yo, I've not seen you for time. Where are you in the chat? Let me find you. Yo, Chungus. Where is he? There he is. Bro, I swear down, yeah, you used to watch on City Extra, no? Bro, I swear down, this guy used to watch on City Extra. I swear I used to see his name on City Extra, man. And I feel like I've not seen his name for years. Did you used to watch on City Extra, bro? He did used to watch, innit? I swear I remember his name from City Extra. He was always on City Extra, brev. LB, remember me. LB, remember me, bro. Don't worry, Jamie, man. I remember you too, bro. You guys are funny, man. Yeah, come on, man. Rise up, people. Rise up. Rise up, guys. Remember me, bro. Remember me. You guys make me laugh at it. See, extra. Oh, yeah, the foil hat. Yeah, I remember the foil hat. I don't remember what it was for, but yeah, that was funny times, man. Jordan, yeah, Jordan's good, man. I think he's living abroad now. I think he's living abroad now. He's just permanently kidnapping people, isn't it? Now he's abroad. Remember kidnapping Messi, bro? Good times, man. You left City Extra like Rodri leaving us. Funny. Nah, come on, man. Big up to everybody, man. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, bro. Saeed getting more shameless on every post-match video. I've not seen what he's saying, bro. Yeah, everybody, man. We need to lock in. We need to lock in, man. Stop reminiscing, innit? Stop reminiscing. We need to lock in. We've got 26 minutes to get a deal done. Otherwise, no deal. Some of you don't want the deal to happen. Some of you guys do want the deal to happen. Do I miss the shed? Right now, 100% no. 100% no right now, because that shed in the summer, yeah. I need to lock in, man. We need to lock in. But I'm telling you, that shed in the summer was crazy. Right, lock in, guys. Relock in. Let's see if there's any more news. 26 minutes to go. Nothing on City Extra yet. Big up Chicken Wing says, I believe the Buwadi deal does not happen because City is not... Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is my opinion. Buwadi is the Rodri replacement. So we can't get Buwadi until we know Rodri's gone. Otherwise, we'll end up with about 8 midfielders. LB putting Enzo timer on the screen. I don't know how to do that, bro, because I'm on StreamYard, and StreamYard's like... It's a bot platform. I think you can play all 3 mids and then Cherky drifting in from the right with Nunez holding width. No Doku, though. Sorry, chat, man. Sorry, man. And that's probably grim to listen to. No Doku, though, an off ball. It's a suspect. Yeah. I mean, I didn't mind the Cherky right wing Nunez overlap, but sometimes Nunez just wouldn't go forward, and that was annoying. And he said he wants to play high and wide wingers. So that doesn't really match up to what he said in pre-season, Maresca, is it? Oh, yo, chat. The Chelsea sauce, who I've never heard of before, but people in the chat this morning was telling me, now this guy's actually legit. He's got news. Enzo Fernandez will be moving to City. Clubs do not have to communicate decisions at a set hour, and it will be done once both sides agree to make it official. Those looking for an immediate statement on to say a deal is off at 5 p.m. are set for disappointment. Yeah, but surely we've got to get some news to say, yo, like, it's progressing. Even if we get news to say it's dead or it's progressing, I just want news. Surely something has to happen. Whether they say it's dead or whether they say it's progressing. They've got to say something, man. Surely. Surely they've got to say something. I don't know what they're going to say. I don't know. We've got to get some news. We got to get some news, man. Aziz Bomber. That's kind of out there for you to say that, so I'm going to say it might be true. Yo! Deal is done. Enzo will join Man City. Stamford Insider. Oh, Chelsea fans, is this guy good? Stamford Insider. Anybody know if that's a good source? Let me ask Charlie. Is that a good source, that Stamford Insider? Chelsea fans in the chat. Obviously, I have no idea who it is. It's not a good source. Yeah, but how do you know, Rajiv? You're a City fan. How do City fans know whether this is a good source or not? Yo, is Stamford Insider a good source? Yeah, I did message Charlie before. Let me see what he said. What did Charlie say? He said he's got to jump out. He'll jump on if he can when he's back. Yeah, fuck knows who that guy is. Let me just see what he's saying. He's only got 1,000 followers. Is that Stamford Insider's got 1,000 followers, bro? Surely, if he was legit, he'd have more followers than that. Oh yeah, what did Etihad Intel say? What did Etihad Intel been saying? Sorry, man. Big up Rajiv, bro. It says, can't believe as grown men we're counting down and falling for Chelsea ultimatum, but hey, we're up for it. Bro, we're up for it, man. What else we got to do, brev? We got to do it, man. At least you didn't track a plane thinking it was Josko Gvardiol and it turned out to some random German businessman. At least you didn't do that, Rajiv. At least that's not on your CV. It's on my CV. Yeah, that's on my CV. Tracked a fucking plane for 2 hours thinking it was Gvardiol and it was some random German businessman. Yeah, that's on my CV. Embarrassing. Put that on the gravestone, boys. Yeah, Etihad Intel says we're not getting Fernandez. So he's put his stonks on the line there. He's put his stonks on the line. Big time. BBC Sport have said, if Rodri stays, City will not sign Enzo Fernandez. But we don't think Rodri's staying. I don't think Rodri's staying. I think Rodri's going. I think he's going, man. Track jerking, it turned out to be 50 Cent. Yeah, I'm mad. There's a Sky did one once, yeah. Sky did one once. Oh, bro, it was so cringe. Oh, let me see if I can find it and show you the clip. Who remembers the Sky Sports one, chat? Sky Sports interview. Was it Mane? Who was it, chat? Yeah, when Sky Sports tried to. I thought it was Mane as well, Crispy, and it was some random guy, bro. How do I find that on YouTube? Funny. It was Mane. Yeah, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. I think I've got it. I think I've got the clip. Yo, let me just make sure the clip's legit, yeah? I've got the clip. Yo, share screen. Share screen, share audio.
He's in the car, Sadio Mane. Can you hear me? Maybe
Yes,
we can
of course
try
we
to get a
can.
live from him.
Look, we'll stay
Yeah.
with you, Florian.
Maybe we
We'll
say
stay
hi
with you. If
from,
Sadio Mane's there, you speak to him. You the man.
We go to Sadio Mane and ask him if he wants to say for Sky UK something. I couldn't see him, by the way, yesterday because he was the whole time in the car.
There he is.
What? What are you on about? There he is. Bro, what the fuck?
Because he was the whole time in the car.
There he is. He come. Oh no! Hang on.
Oh my god, cringe. I've got a second.
I couldn't see him, by the way, yesterday because he was the whole time in the car.
There he is.
Oh my god, bro. Oi. What? There he is. Nah, that's not him, bruv.
I couldn't see him, by the way, yesterday because he was the whole time in the car.
There he is.
There he is.
He come.
Look at him. That's Mane, guys, apparently.
Oh no! Hang on.
Oh no, hang on a minute.
Sadio.
Oh no, he actually fucking said Sadio. That's even worse. What? Did that guy shout him thinking it was legit him?
You speak to him. You the man.
We speak.
Bro, did I just hear that right at the end of the clip? That guy there with the mic shouts Sadio.
We go to Sadio Mane and ask him if he wants to say for Sky UK something. I couldn't see him, by the way, yesterday because he was the whole time in the car.
There he is. He come. Oh no! Hang on a minute.
Sadio.
He does. Oh my fucking god. That's almost worse than the woman because the woman just says it straight away, innit? Like, as soon as he gets out the car, she just says it straight away. He gets to see him live in 4K, bro. He's literally looking at him. How are you looking at that and going, that's Mane? How are you looking at that and going, yeah, that's Mane, bro? How are you looking at him there going, that looks like Mane? But it looks nothing like Mane. Oh my god. Chat. What the fuck is going on? That is crazy. Oh god. He has the LB build. Get off him, man, Naz. You talking about? He's got the LB build. Fuck you. Oh, James, wasn't this the guy beefing for Fabrizio the other day, no? About Diamande. I swear this was the guy beefing. This guy was beefing on the timeline, bro. I'm not being funny, mate, yeah, but I don't think you've really got the rights to beef either. Right, sorry. What am I doing? Someone just said check CFC what? CFC Daily. Someone just said check CFC Daily. Nah, it's the same story from before, bro. Yeah, it's the same. Same as before. Lock in, LB. I'm locking in. 14 minutes to go. Wow. 14 minutes to go. LB, remember when you were over-analysing any piece of info linking Haaland to City? I remember going go Google Maps, bro, for in Monaco, and we found out that he was walking to his agent's office, bro. Sam Lee? Nah, nothing from Sam Lee. Don't just start baiting, man, because it's annoying, isn't it? Big up Lee, by the way. He says, hi, LB, do you not think City journalists would have said City are walking away if a bid wasn't going to come? Yeah, good point, bro. I think if a bid was probably not going to happen, or if we was at 105 and that was it, then yeah, probably would have come out and said, we're walking away, yeah. Or at least put something out there to let everybody know that it's probably not going to happen. Yeah, you're probably right on that one, bro, to be honest. That's why I think that something's still happening. Whether we get him or not, I don't know. But I don't think it's over. I still think we're talking. I still think City are trying to get him. I still think the negotiations going on behind the scenes, 100%. Ornstein Bomber. It's not fake news, is it? Oh, apparently it's about Martinelli. It's not about City. I'm not asked. Wait, that means they're buying a winger then. Because if they're getting rid of Martinelli, they've only got rid of Trossard. So they must be buying a winger. I wonder who they're getting. Maybe they'll go for Yildiz. They were linked with Neto. They were linked with Pedro Neto. They were linked with Pedro Neto. They were linked with him. Yeah, good point, that Lee, mate. Good point. Yeah. Well, Maresca said, Chris, said that we will not be buying anyone today. Let me find out what he actually said. Yeah, I'll get his comments up now. But, you know, you can say why these managers in press conferences, man. I never fully believe what these guys say. Yeah, he said, not today, to be honest. I don't think we're going to do something today. But he did speak about Enzo Fernandez, and he said, where is it? He says, in this moment, again, I have give you the same answer as day one, and it will be the same answer. It'll be a play. If it's a player for another club, I don't think it's correct to speak about other players. At the same time, I don't think it's correct when other teams speak about us. So, I mean, he could just say no. If we weren't interested in him, he could just say, nah, we're not interested. He could have just said, nah, I'm not interested. Did you guys see this comment about Reinders, which was weird? Well, not weird. It was weird initially, yeah, and then it was... Where's the comment? Oh, is this it? Yeah. All right, check this out. Now, these guys have posted this comment, yeah, but City actually didn't, so that's a bit weird. I don't know why they didn't post this, but apparently, Maresca said, when the club, the player, and the coach are all on the same wavelength and believe it's the best decision to part ways, then it must be accepted. So everybody wanted him to leave. He wanted to leave. The manager wanted him to leave. So, but that's not on City Extra, so I don't know why that's not been posted. So, but this is a good account. This. Oh, I've not even got it on the screen. Fucking idiot. This here. This is a good account. It's French, but it's a good account. These guys don't normally post fake news, but this I've not seen this quote on City Extra for some reason. Yeah, bro, it sounds like Aaron that he was quite happy to leave. I think he wanted the bag, mate. I think he wanted the cash. Is it any coincidence he got linked with a move to Turkey? His first move was to Turkey, yeah, his first link, and then he's gone to Saudi. Sounds to me like he just wanted the cash, bro. Remember, yeah, this guy only started earning serious cash 3 years ago, and he's 28. So he's not really got that much dough in the bank compared to everybody else his age. Because he was playing in AZ Alkmaar. He probably wasn't on a lot of money there. So he's probably not got that much money. Like, compare him to who's a 28-year-old at City, chat? Like Diaz. Diaz has got cash. Played at Benfica. He's played at City for like 5 years. That guy's got cash in the bank, yeah? But Reinders has only earned cash the last couple of years. So he's probably trying to go and get out generational wealth. But leaving City for Saudi. Yeah, that's listen, he's doing what he wants to do, man. He wants to go and get that cash in the bank, bro. LB, check the Ornstein news. Let me check the Ornstein news. Ornstein! Right, where is it? Arsenal news. Gabriel Martinelli camp informed Arsenal has no interest in joining the Galatasaray. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he probably don't want to go Turkish league, man. He probably thinks he can still play at a top level. I just think he's average, man. Right, let me ask you a question, right? If this guy goes Bundesliga, Does this guy rinse it in the Bundesliga like Luis Diaz? Oh, nah. I just don't think he's that good. I just don't think he's been that good, Martinelli. I think he's just an average player. But maybe he goes Bundesliga or something like that and just cooks. He's not as good as Luis Diaz. Nowhere near. But Arsenal should have upgraded on this guy like 2 years ago, man. To be honest with you. They should have upgraded on him like 2 years ago. Don Robbie says Martinelli priced 90 million. Yeah, never going to happen. Bro, that's never, ever, ever, ever going to happen. Right, how long we got left? 7 minutes. I kind of get the feeling that we're not going to hear anything, chat. I kind of get the feeling we're not hearing any news. Nothing is happening. I don't think anything's going to happen, man. Has it been confirmed away we're walking away from Enzo? Nah. And like Lee said, that was a very good point from Lee a minute ago, by the way. Yeah, shout out Lee in the chat. That was a very good point from Lee. Let me read it out again. I can't read it out again. It's gone off the screen for some reason. Yeah, what Lee said a minute ago, that if City have walked away from this deal, Jack Gorn would have said it. Apparently, Enzo Fernandez is in Chelsea training today. Yeah, I mean, you'd expect that, wouldn't you? Just like Rodri. Rodri's in City training. You'd expect that. Yeah, you'd expect that news. I'd say 0% chance we hear something by 5 and 90% the deal gets done, says Nick. I think the deal gets done, mate. Apparently, City were 105 yesterday. 105. And they were 120. 15 mil. You're telling me that's not going to get done? I just don't see that not happening. I think it is going to get done, whether you like it or not. Yo, shout out Shiloh. If a bid has been placed or will be, I doubt we'll hear before the deadline. Sometimes the decision will be announced after the deadline. Yeah, no, I hear it. To be honest with you, yeah, if we've not heard anything by like 6 p.m, I would probably say that it probably is happening, because then if City, say for example, right, say City have told Chelsea we're not doing it, or City are saying we ain't doing 120 and Chelsea that way, he's not gone then. At 5 o'clock, Chelsea can just brief the press and say they've not met the deadline, they're not interested no more, and City can do that as well. And we get found out pretty quickly after the deadline that we've walked away. So I think if we don't hear anything soon, I think that means that it probably is happening, because otherwise they'll just tell everyone that it's not happening. Yeah, confirmation. Enzo Fernandez is in Chelsea training today, as you'd expect. Enzo Fernandez in training with Chelsea today. You wouldn't expect nothing less there, to be honest with you. By the way, chat, do me a favour, yeah? Smash these likes up if you've not done so already. Hit the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Make sure you guys are subbed up to the channel. Let me check. Let me do some refreshing. Let me do some refreshing. Nah, not seen anything yet. Not seen anything yet, chat. It's probably not going to happen unless we sell Rodri. Yeah, but we are selling Rodri. I think we are selling Rodri. I think we will sell him. I think we will sell him. 4 minutes to go. No right back or winger links. Nope. No, not a single one. We need at least one more winger. Agreed. Fully agree. 100% need a winger. You can't sell Savio and go into the season with 2 wingers. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I think we will sign a winger. Who we sign, I have no idea. Yeah, chat. You reckon they might get that guy out of Spain? Williams. Nico Williams. You reckon they might just go and get him? What's his release clause? Nico Williams. You reckon they might just go and get Nico Williams? Athletic Bilbao. Release clause. Yeah, what's his release clause? 90 million euros. What's that in pounds? 90 to GBP. 76 million. Nico Williams. Might go and get him. I don't know. Who do you get? Nah, bro. I'm not saying I rate this guy. I don't really rate him that highly, to be honest with you, bro. But I'm just thinking, like, who could they go and get? Because we got to buy someone. We all agree we need to buy someone. If Savio goes, we got to buy someone. He's on 300 grand a week. Wow. We should get that. He's already gone. He's gone PSG. Here we go. It's done. Done deal. Ryan, 100 million quid. Jules, 100 mil for Ryan. 6 months in the Premier League. Yo, chat, 2 minutes to go, man. 2 minutes.
Ahora sí va en serio. Ahora seguro. Tic-tac. 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 Empezamos.
Noosa. Some guy in the chat the other day said he's got how do you say it? Degenerative. Someone in the chat the other day says he's got a degenerative knee condition, which means his knee gets worse and worse and worse with time. Degenerative. There you go. Big up to you, Tom, man. Big up to you, bro. He's got a degenerative knee condition. His knee gets worse every day. Apparently, that's what some guy was saying in the chat. Maybe that's why no one's bought him. 1 minute to go, boys. 5 p.m. We're not getting Enzo Fernandez. We didn't meet the deadline. Deadline missed. Yeah, nothing, man. Nothing. I thought we would have got, like, maybe what someone's saying. I thought we would have got someone saying, like, we're still chatting or whatever. But, yeah, we've not got anything yet. Nothing. Enzo Fernandez, deadline is over. It is 5 p.m. in the UK. There's been no news of Enzo Fernandez. There's been no news of Man City sending an official bid of 120 million to Chelsea for Fernandez. If reports are to believe, that means Enzo Fernandez will not leave Chelsea. Yeah, I don't think that's what it means right now, to be honest. Now what? What do we do now? What do we do now, chat? Everybody party. Alright, chat. W in the chat if you're happy. L in the chat if you're not happy. W or L in the chat. W if you're happy, we're not getting him. Or L if you're unhappy, we're not getting him. Let's see what they do. Let's see what wins. W's or L's. Ooh. Oi, the L's are making a comeback. The L's are making a comeback. W's are defo in the lead. W's are defo in the lead. 100%. But the L's are making a comeback. Happy New Year. Welcome, Calvin Phillips. You are Paul, yeah? Are you happy? City. Do you want Enzo Fernandez at City? Yes. No. Paul in the chat. I did do this the other day on my community post, and I think it was like 70% of people. I think it was like 70% of people didn't want Fernandez. So I imagine it'll probably be something similar. 70% of people didn't want Fernandez when I did it last time. So I imagine it'll be something similar. I'm so happy, believe me. Happy New Year. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, is that why that guy put Happy New Year? I'm so happy more than you can believe. I'm so happy. Pep was fuming that year, innit? Pep was so angry that year, man. He was so angry. Yeah, you guys keep on voting on that, man. I want to see if there's anything online. Anything. Yeah, the poll looks kind of similar to last time. Oh, we got some news for Brizio. Chelsea have not received any official bid for Enzo Fernandez, as their own 5 p.m. UK time deadline has now passed. Chelsea informed 120 million verbal exit clause made available to Enzo camp for potential suitors at the end of May is now off the table. So, Cicada then, isn't it? Cicada. Are we calling that bluff? Maybe, but Chelsea are saying that the reason it was 120 million is because at the start of the transfer window, they said to Fernandez, if you want to leave, it's 120 million. This is the date that gives us 2 weeks, 3 days to get a replacement in. So what Chelsea are now basically saying is, that is now done. That's over because we can't, if you want to buy him, maybe he could still leave, but maybe City'd have to pay more than 120. Maybe if City want him, they'd have to now pay more than 120. There we go, Bomber. Chelsea now expect Enzo Fernandez to be their player for the 26-27 season. So there you go. Enzo Fernandez looks like he's staying at Chelsea, Cicada. So what do we do now? Because if Rodri goes and Tijani Reinders is going, we bring in Buade, we need another player. Etihad Intel chain. Oi. That's crazy. Maybe he's legit. Maybe he put some respect on this guy's name. Yeah, what do we do now? Maybe Rodri stays. Maybe Rodri stays. I just don't think Rodri's staying, man. One sec, my phone's blowing up. What's going on here? I don't know. What's the latest on Rodri? Should we have a look what the latest is on Rodri? What's the latest on Rodri then? Could he stay? Wharton. Let's have a look what's the latest on Rodri. What are we saying about this Etihad Intel, guys? Is he just getting bare lucky? Or does he actually know what he's talking about? What are you saying? He's getting lucky. If he gets this Enzo Fernandez thing and Pedro Neto thing right, then fair fucks, man. Because he called that from day one. But I just think, is he playing the educated guess game? And he's very clever. If he's a clever guy, yeah, he could play that game clever. But there's at some point you have to say like he's legit, innit? At some point you have to say he's legit. Let's have a look what the latest is on Rodri then, chat. Let's pull up the City extra thing on Rodri. What's the latest on Rodri then? Right, so this is the latest thing on Rodri. I think did we show this morning? Barcelona are set to make a third bid of around £60 million for Rodri, but are still set to fall 10 million short of what Man City value him at. Whilst Man City are willing to allow the player to fulfill a personal aspiration of playing in Spain again, they have so far been left baffled and frustrated in negotiations. So, I've got a question here. Are Barcelona skint or are Barcelona playing hardball? Because if they skint, it might stay unless City cave. Yeah, this is interesting. City have been baffled and frustrated in negotiations. Probably because City are saying, yo, we don't really want to lose him, but if you want him, this is the price, 70 mil. And City have probably gone, that's cheap. City are probably annoyed because they probably think that's a cheap price. And they're like, why the fuck are you messing us about here? So if you want him, pay the money. They offered 150 for Alvarez. Maybe they try to get them both and they can't afford both. So they try to get us down on the price. And City are like, come on, man. Like, if you want him, just pay us 70 mil. That's a bargain. In today's market, 70 mil for Rodri's a bargain. And Barca offered us 38 million. And City like, what? What are you talking about? But if you keep Rodri, we spoke about this at the start of the stream. If you keep Rodri, yeah, and buy Buadi, I just think that leaves you mad unbalanced. I think that leaves us unbalanced. I think we need another attacker. I don't think that's a good balance, that. I don't think that's a good balance, that. I think you need to buy an attacking midfielder. I don't think that's very balanced, mate. Buadi, Rodri, Anderson as your main midfielders. Nah. I don't think that's very balanced. Someone just said, "Who said something?" Let me see what you said. I smashed these likes up as well, lads. If you've not done so already, hit the like button if you've not done so already, chat. And of course, if you've not checked out the merchandise, then feel free to check it out. Link is in the description. We got worldwide shipping on it. This is the nicest thing I think is on the website. This is the ice blue, light blue t-shirt, Pep inspired Catalonia range. We got ice grey. I've also got the cap. I was wearing that this morning. Nice. Catalonia range, man. Good, man. You can actually wear this out and no one will know it's City related or like, you know, merch because it actually looks sick. I wore it, man. When I was on holiday, I was wearing it. No one knew. It just looks sick. Anyway, what's who saying? Funny how these reports work. It's always they expect him to stay now the deadline has passed, but it remains to be seen whether City will make a move with 18 days remaining. Isn't the whole part of a deadline that it's supposed to... Brother! Chat, was I not saying this before? Was I not saying this before? Right at the start of the stream. This is what I was saying at the start of the stream. If you put deadlines in place, yeah, you better not go back on the deadlines because you look weak. It's a tactic. Facts, Aaron. But bro, yeah, you not think it makes you look weak, Aaron? If you put the deadlines in place, yeah, you better make sure that you don't go back on the deadline. Otherwise, you'll never be able to use a deadline ever again. Because if you put a deadline in place going forward, people just be like, yo, they did this last time and fucked it. I think deadlines, man, are risky games. Risky games. Risky. You got to make sure everybody is fully aware that this is legit. Like, you got to go to the player's agent and the other club and say, listen, we're not fucking about, mate, yeah? This is the deadline. Do not ring me a second after the deadline. It is over after that deadline. And if you then go back on it, I think you look weak. So we'll see. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not going back on it. Maybe they'll stick to it. Maybe they will, yeah? But I think if City now get the deal done after this deadline, yeah, and it becomes apparent that City bid for him after the deadline, Chelsea will never be able to use a deadline ever again. That's what I was saying earlier on. This is exactly what I was saying at the start of the stream. Just thinking at Jordan, man, like, who knows really what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Most of the tier 1 journalists who get stuff off the club are basically like, with all due respect, innit? I'm not calling them out here, but like they're PR for clubs, innit? They're PR for clubs. The clubs use them as PR, right? This is why you got to find like the accounts. The true ITKs are the people that are not journalists, right? But a lot of them are fake. I always say, right, the best ITKs are the ITKs that give you legit information that's always right, but they don't give you everything. If you're an ITK and you can give me information on every single transfer, ask yourself, how are you getting that information? Are you speaking to Khaldoon on the reg? If you only get certain transfers, but you get them all right, then maybe they've got an in with an agent or, you know, a friend at an agency or something like that. So they get news about players coming from a certain agency. But if you're getting news about every single transfer, how? How? Unless you've got like, unless you're a source, your source is like top level at the top, like in the board. But these people are not fucking creating Twitter accounts. Big up to Blake Fish. He says, I would rather have Stevie Wonder perform eye surgery on me with a rusty chainsaw than have that racist shite hawk at my club. Rusty. Nah, bro. I'd like to say, what's the poll at? Let's have a look at the poll. Yeah, 64% of people. My whole point on this, Blake, yeah, is why didn't we just go and get Bruno G at 74 million? I'll never understand that. I'll just never understand it. And sorry, I know I bring it up a lot, and I know it bores some people. I'm sorry, and I will start talking about it. One day I'll stop talking about it, right? But sorry, Aaron, but I just don't. I know, ban me from speaking about Bruno going with G, yeah. But I'm sorry, it don't make no sense. Big up Palumi. It says Intel praise. Says Palumi. What, you're back here? The one thing I like about Intel is how he doesn't wishy-washy shit. He says it's happening or not. A lot of these fake ITKs are wishy-washy. They'll go, oh, well, this might happen, this might happen, this might happen. If this happens, this will happen, might maybe happen, yeah? But Intel just goes, nah, it ain't happening. Now, when he gets stuff wrong, he's going to get cooked. But that's you know, that's how it works, isn't it? That's the game. That's the game. Fabrizio Bomber. Ha. Right. So we get a load of this. Get a load of this, chat. Get a load of this. Chelsea consider Enzo Fernandez no longer available at 120 as terms were made clear to his camp since May, effectively as a release clause. Chelsea happy to keep Enzo and continue with him. Man City maintained daily active talks with Enzo camp in the last 48 hours. Up to Man City if they want to try again on different conditions. So basically, he's saying Chelsea have now upped the price. He's now saying Chelsea have upped the price. That's basically what that means. Different conditions means we've upped the price. Or they'll crumble and they'll say City have paid better terms because they missed the deadline, even though technically it's a crumble. Yeah, footnotes. This all depends on whether Chelsea are serious. If Chelsea are serious, it's over, legit, because City are not going above 120. I don't even know if City will go to 120, but we're not going above 120. No chance. No chance. So if Chelsea don't bottle it now, this deal is dead. This deal is dead if Chelsea don't bottle it. If Chelsea bottle it and actually just ignore the deadline, then it could still happen. I imagine City extra post is just a Fabrizio post now. Yeah, so I mean, that's the same post. But we've still been talking to Chelsea. We've still been trying to get him. But obviously we've not reached agreements. So the Chelsea now enforce that 120. Enforce the deadline, or do they crumble and say, actually, nah, we'll extend the deadline? At which point, what's the fucking point of having a deadline? That's what I'm saying, David. Bill David, he says, if we were going to do 120, it would have already been done, so I can't see us going higher. We're definitely not going higher than 120, bro. 100% no chance. Yeah? I don't even know if we'll go to 120. I'm not even sure we'll pay 120. We're definitely not going higher than it. So if Fabrizio's right, it's dead. It's dead. Unless Chelsea crumble. The only way we get Enzo is if Chelsea crumble. Because we're not going above 120. And now Chelsea are basically saying, if City want Enzo, it's above 120 now because they've missed the deadline. The question is now, providing Rodri does leave the football club, which I still think he leaves, who do we go and get? Well, Tom, big up for 35 months, bro. I appreciate it. He says, Wharton, Mazza, cheers for the streams and the heat, bro. I appreciate it, bro. You know what it is, man? Yeah, it's today. It's like sticky, innit? It's like sticky. It's not even that hot today. I don't even think it's just sticky and warm and you know what I mean. Wharton, Mazza. Well, I mean, listen. You could get them too, but for sure, 100% if you wanted to. I don't think they're elite, but I don't know who you get. I mean, I like the look of Mazza, yeah. He looked tacky. I've not seen a lot of him, but yeah, I like the look of him in the World Cup. I thought this guy looks like he could move. Yeah. Wharton. I don't know about Wharton, man. I'm a bit split on him. Like one day I like him and the next day I don't like him. He's very technically gifted. I think there's something maybe missing with him. Yeah, I'm not sure about him. I really can't make my mind up on this Wharton. Ever since I started watching Wharton 2 years ago, I've had my suspicion about this guy. Yeah, and then sometimes I watch him and think, nah, he's good. And then sometimes I don't know what it is. And why is no one else trying to sign him, Tom? I always think that's a red flag. United need a midfielder. Liverpool need a midfielder. City need a midfielder. Tottenham have already signed a midfielder. Newcastle now need a midfielder. Why isn't no one trying to sign him? If he's that good, yeah. If he's that good, why haven't no one tried to sign him? Newcastle, they've had all these players leave. Why don't they go and get him? There's got to be something not right with him, man. Yeah, it could be the price, Will. It could be the price, but Tottenham paid 100 for Tonali with add-ons. So I can't see Wharton being too much more than that. Felix Nemecha, says Judith. Well, he looked like he had a decent World Cup from what I saw. I think did I watch two Germany games? I think I watched 2 Germany games. Yeah, maybe go get Felix Nemecha back at City. Never thought he'd play for City's first team. Nah, big up Tom. I don't know. That's why I don't know if this Enzo thing is fully dead, bro. That's maybe City go to 120 and they do the deal, and then the way Chelsea sort of spin it is City are going to pay it quicker or something like that, so they don't look weak. At what point do you tell Rodri he's leaving? Sorry, staying. What's happened? I don't know. You tell Rodri is staying when you've identified nobody that you can get. That's when you tell him that. If you identify, well, maybe you do it the other way around. Maybe you say you can leave once we've identified a replacement. Also, most people in this fucking chat and online don't even like Rodri anymore. You'll call him snakes and that. So you really want to keep a snake? Everyone's been slagging him off. Kone. I just don't think he's that good, me. That Kone. Did he really impress you, Judith, at the World Cup? He didn't really impress me. He looked a bit mid, man. I'm not really feeling that Kone guy. And isn't he available for like 50 million? Again, why has no one bought him if he's available for 50 mil? Yeah, Oos is saying it's a done deal. Stamford Insider is saying it's a done deal. Everyone's saying that Enzo to City is a done deal, apart from the journalists. Yeah, same thing. Chelsea expect Fernandez to stay after 5 p.m. deadline. For City to make an official 120 bid passes. Without them doing so, there'll be a verbal agreement with player side for that sum since late May. No longer in place. More here. I reckon the deal gets done 120 million. And Chelsea say City decided to pay better terms because they missed the deadline. Just spin it. Why are other clubs not trying to sign Enzo? Well, one is 120 million. That's for fucking one. Two, he's got baggage, serious baggage. Three, good point, bro. What's Oos saying? Pull up Oos. Who said, why would they try again? Wasn't the whole point of setting that deadline to avoid this dragging on until the end of the transfer window, while also giving the club enough time to plan for the season and find a proper replacement? How would trying again now make any sense? This is my point. That deadline, yeah, I said this to you guys at the start of the stream, man. That deadline was an L from Chelsea. Unless they back it with chest. Unless they back it with chest, yeah? It's either dead or Chelsea have crumbled. And it's an L deadline. So you decide what you think it is. I think it's an L deadline. I think City's still signing. I still think we're signing him, mate. I think we're still signing him. I think it was an L deadline. Exactly, JS. I think they've created a rod for their own back here, mate, Chelsea, with this deadline. Cole, bro, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, we'll wrap it up, boys, and then we'll say if there is any news that drops, I will go live. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and hit the notification bell. So we might get some news tonight. Surely we get something. Surely one of the journalists tonight says, yeah, it's dead. City have missed the deadline. Or someone comes out and says, yo, City and Chelsea are still talking. We've got to get someone to come out and say something. Big up Anne Rich, Bray. Big up to you, man. Appreciate you becoming a member, mate. Big up to you, mate. Appreciate it. Shout out Anne Rich. Big up Jordan. He says, LB, don't forget Enzo is racist and dissed England. What did he say about England? I don't remember what he said about England, bro. What did he say about England? Oh, the Falklands shit. Bro, to be honest with you, man, I'm not really bothered about that, innit? I'm not really too fussed about that, bro. He can say what he wants, innit, at the end of the day on that. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Like, that's what they think, innit? That's what they think. Bro, that's what Aguero thinks. That's what Tevez thinks. That's what Zabaleta thinks. That's what all Argentinians think. They think it's their island. Britain think it's their island. Bro, like, you'll never sign another Argentinian again if that's what you're saying. He said you're a bald twat. You can't just not sign Argentinian football players because they think the Falklands is fucking Argentinian, boys. Like, we would never have had fucking Aguero. We would literally never have had Aguero at the football club. You telling me Aguero thinks the Falklands are British? Does he fuck? He obviously thinks they're fucking... He might not even care. Some people just don't give a shit about this stuff, you know? Not everyone's asked about this kind of crap. We got Annex says, why don't we rate Nico, Anderson, Bawadi, Kovacic? I do. I just don't think it's very attacking, bro. I think it's heavily balanced. I don't think it's very balanced at all. I think you needed like a more like a Reinders, yeah, Enzo, someone who can, you know, bag a few goals and that get involved a little bit more attacking and stuff, you know. I don't think it's very balanced. That's all I'm saying. Big up Craig. He says, if Enzo is the Tijani replacement, then we must be getting someone. Also, Intel is a fraud. City hold no interest in the Enzo. Well, he's praying that City don't sign Enzo Fernandez, bro. Otherwise, he's cooked, man, because he said City are not getting him. So if we now get him, he's cooked. But so far he's right. So far, he's right. So far, he's right, man. Big up Craig, man. Big up for the 19 months as well, mate. I do appreciate that. And shout out Moby. Big up Moby. He says, don't know if you said it, but Mazza or Wharton are not better options than Enzo Fernandez. Guimaraes was, and we didn't do anything. Not Enzo fan, no. I agree with everything you've just said. Wharton and Mazza, in my opinion. Well, Mazza's difficult, yeah, because I've only seen him a couple of times, bro, yeah. Wharton's not better than Enzo Fernandez. No way. No chance, yeah. Guimaraes, obviously, you know, he's getting a bit older than Bingy, but we've not gone for him, and he was cheaper. Yeah, I don't know, man. Weird, isn't it? But yeah, I don't think anyone in the chat would say Mazza or Wharton's better than Enzo Fernandez. Because Mazza I don't know, because Mazza I've only seen him a couple of times, yeah. But Mazza don't look like he's better than Enzo Fernandez right now, but he looks like he could be in the future years. He looks proper techie. It'd be interesting to see how he gets on. Yeah. Even though he wants to leave and Chelsea don't mind him going, Fernandez always struck me as the personality type that would be happy to go along with whatever Chelsea decides for him. A super relaxed, happy-go-lucky type. That's Stefan. Shout out to Stefan. Right, boys. I think we'll leave it there, and then we'll just wait. I'll go live when there's some news. Whenever some news drops, I'll go live. See what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But yeah, right now, we've missed the deadline. And if the deadline's legit, it's over. So we've got to look at someone else now. Oos new tweet. What's he saying? Bernardo gone, Anderson, Rodri gone, no replacement. Rangers gone, no replacement. And somehow people are happy with this. Who's happy with that? I've not seen anybody happy with that, though, Oos, bro. We've been struggling to close a deal for an 18-year-old kid for a month and a half, yet some genuinely think we're just going to target another midfielder to get the deal done, despite there being zero links. Hilarious. I think you're panicking, bro. I think you need to chill for a second, Oos. For me, I think soon as we get confirmation that Rodri's gone, Bawadi is done. I think Bawadi's done as soon as we know Rodri's defo gone. Reinders is gone. You keep telling people, don't you keep telling people that we're getting Enzo? Nah. You just said we're still getting Enzo, bro. Oos, chill out, Bran. You literally just said 2 minutes ago on Twitter that we're still getting Enzo Fernandez. So you know we're getting Enzo Fernandez because you just said it. That's his point. What's his point? His points are contradictory, bro. His points are contradictory. He deleted it. What deleted this? Oh, he deleted it. Oh. All right, there you go. Fair enough, he deleted it. He deleted the tweet. Yeah, I was going to say, he literally just said we're still getting Enzo Fernandez. He's watching. Yeah, Usman! What are you saying, bruh? Now, on the real though, yeah, if we sell Reinders and sell Rodri and don't buy another midfielder, that's a fucking disaster. Can we all just agree with that? That is facts. That's a disaster. If you sell Reinders and Rodri this summer and don't buy a replacement, that is a disaster. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're still going to buy midfielders, but I'm pretty sure even the most positive City fan in the world can say that's a disaster. That's an absolute disaster. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. Who are we going for then? I still think we're getting Enzo Fernandez. I think we'll get him. I still think we'll get Enzo Fernandez, bro. I still think we're going to get him. I think Chelsea have fucked themselves with this deadline. And I think they're going to be made to look stupid. And I think the way they'll spin it is when City get him for 120 million or less, they'll say, oh, yeah, but because they missed a deadline, City have decided to pay it quicker or bigger upfront fee or some bullshit like that to try and spin it. Nah, bro, I don't even want him like that, Ryan. I'm just telling you what I think's going to happen. I told you who I wanted for the last 2 years, and I got mocked in the chat, not by everyone, but by some people. Yeah, and now he's got to Arsenal at £50 million less than what we're paying for this guy. I think we're still getting him. I told you I wanted. I told you for 2 years who I wanted, and he's gone to Arsenal. Anyway, boys, let's get out of here. I'll be back later with any news drops. Shout out to William. He says lots of virtual signalling going on from City fans. I don't know if it's virtual signalling. The guy was racist. He didn't say racist shit. He apologized for it. Some people say, right, he apologized. Move on. Don't do it again. And some people are not willing to forgive. That's up to everyone individually, innit? Everyone individually can make their own fucking mind up. My point on this whole thing, William, is, yeah, we should never have fucking been in for this guy in the first place because we should have just brought Bruno G at 75. We wouldn't have to have these conversations if we would have just bought the cheaper guy. But anyway, we can't just keep going on about this forever, yeah? And according to the deadline, he's not coming now anyway. He's not coming anyway. Anyway, boys, let's get out of here, man. We've been live for 2 hours. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Like I say, hit the notification bell because if we do get news dropping, I'm pretty sure we're going to get some news tonight. If we get news dropping, yeah, boom, we'll get it sorted. Yeah, we'll go live. But for now, we've covered everything. Enzo Fernandez is not a Manchester City player and will not be a Manchester City player if you believe Chelsea and if you believe their deadline. It is what it is. I'll catch you in the next one, people. Peace out. Buy the merch as well, man. If you're not buying the merch, hit the link in the description. If you want to get this beautiful t-shirt, yeah, link is in the description right now. If you want to go check that out, link in description. There's a cap on there as well, this one. And there's an ice grey t-shirt as well, man. Big up to everybody. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.